So I figured I'd talk about how I quit drinking. It was very unconventional, but maybe it'll help somebody out there. I wouldn't recommend it though, because it's potentially dangerous. But when I first recognized that I needed to stop drinking, I stopped drinking beers and I submerged myself in work, so I kept myself pretty busy. But at the end of the day, I wanted to get drunk. So right before I'd go to bed, I would drink like, I think it was like 6 of those like airplane bottles of like Fireball or like whatever whiskey I could get a hold of. And I ended up just, I would drink it so fast that I would get drunk and then I would pass out. And I did that for like a year. And then after that, I had like a New Year's resolution. And then during my New Year's resolution, I drank just a whole bunch of booze. Oh, yeah, and rewind. Also, the other thing that was crazy about this is that since I stopped drinking beers, I stopped having the taste for beers. Like, beers became like gross to me. And that was kind of my point, because I think it's kind of funny. Because nowadays, now that I'm not a drinker, I don't know why I even liked beer. And I was into IPAs, I was into all that kind of stuff, living in San Diego with the microbrews and all that stuff. But nowadays, I'm like, dude, it tastes gross. And after I quit drinking beers for like a year and only drinking like liquor and like sweet liquors, like the bloating, all that stuff, like it didn't appeal to me anymore. I tried to drink beer at like a Christmas party. It didn't appeal to me. So anyway, New Year's Eve, I go and I drink like just a whole bunch of booze. And I was solo, and I drank so much that the hangover like made me super sick. And it's one of those hangovers where you would wake up and be like, oh, I'm never gonna drink again, blah, blah, blah. Well, I did that on purpose and I never drank again. It totally worked. But anyway, that's how I quit. But I think like the first thing is that you have to want to, because if you don't want to, it's gonna be really hard to be able to quit. But one of the other things that was like really cool after I quit drinking was the fact that colors became more vivid again. Like I was able to like get up and just appreciate life, nature, and everything that God made. And you know how they have those, I was thinking about those memes, because like I hang out under this fig tree right here, and right now it doesn't have any leaves. And it reminds me of those memes where they're like, you're okay, you're just in a season. And I'm not used to being around seasons. Like there's butterflies over here. And so it's like super cool to be like in a city that has nature and seasons. Well, there's all kinds of bugs over here though. I'm not trying to mess with that. But anyway, this is the way that I walk to my store to get the groceries every day. I was thinking about some other stuff too. I was thinking about, how there are always, those little quotes and sayings where they're like, what do they say? They say, people are gonna like try to hate you. People are gonna try to stand in your way if you're trying to, go in for success. And in my experience, I used to think that way, that like people were kind of after my success or whatever. But really, I think it was all in my own head. I think that I was my biggest hater, I think that's how it is for like a lot of us. Like we're our own haters, We stand in our own way because we start thinking that other people are thinking these, you know, hateful things about us. We add to comments even on top of that. It's like right now I'm trying to get used to filming myself outside. And I know these like vlog videos suck, and people probably, I don't even think people are even watching it this far anyway. There's also like people walking around and I'm just filming myself. And that's taken a little bit for me to get used to, but it's because I'm thinking that everybody's like hating on it. But if I saw somebody else doing it, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I wouldn't even care. You know, I'd be like, dude, it's a beautiful day. Why not? So it's just something to think about. What else? I guess there's going to be a cold front tonight. It's supposed to drop down to like below 30 degrees, which is below freezing. I'm not used to that. I'm Southern California. Like, what? Below 30? Trip out, especially like when it's been like 75 all day. Been walking around with the winds picking up a little bit. Hopefully the audio works out on here. 30 degrees, man. I don't know. I'll be staying inside, keeping the heater on. I think tomorrow I'll be getting ready for my new job, which is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be cool. Be working with some bona fide chefs again. Chef life. Come across this bridge real quick. It is a beautiful day. And if it's gonna drop below freezing, I figured I'd come outside and film outside instead of filming indoors like I've been doing, because I might not want to go outside after a little bit. But anyway, I hope you're having a good one, and I hope you can believe in yourself and not be your own hater. But if you are, at least recognize that you're being your own hater. That way you can, you know,